Alright, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it's worth. Let's get this merch. Subscribe to the PDH Network. Alright, y'all seen the thumbnail. Y'all read the title. So this is for a lot of people who wasn't familiar with Young Dolph having a brother. And Young Dolph brother, I'm sure a lot of y'all familiar now. Y'all see it in the thumbnail. Marcus Thornton. Now, a lot of people from South Memphis is familiar with Marcus Thornton, but a lot of people on the outside are not. So let me just give you a quick scope. Marcus Thornton was that guy to protect his brother Young Dolph. You know what I'm saying? And this is before Young Dolph became prominent in the rap industry. Now, it was a point in time where Young Dolph had talked about for a lot of different events with CEO Daddy O and his brother Marcus Thornton about hiring private secret security, you know what I'm saying, for different events, things of that nature. Marcus Thornton said from that point, like, yeah, it's cool, but for the most part, he'll make sure that he protect his brother because he don't think nobody will protect Young Dolph the way he would. And like I just informed y'all, a lot of people who are familiar with Young Dolph familiar with Marcus Thornton in South Memphis, they know he always kept that bang on him, man. You know what I'm saying? The boy, he, again, our brother, he kept that blicky on him. And he was the one who drew back at the dude in the back room. They trying to act like it didn't exist. Like, they trying to act like Marcus Thornton didn't exchange, you know what I'm saying, shells with that blicky. You feel me? I don't want to say too much. I already know we all said enough, and we all know more is going to come out during the trial, right? But let me just let you guys know. I told you guys it was a third dude in the back room that Marcus allegedly, you know what I'm saying, hit back, right? Because again, it wasn't just the two people on the front that they keep showing on footage and the different angle shots and all that. They only keep showing it too. The people who were there, the employees and the customers, they heard the shots come from the inside first. That's why they got paranoid and tried to run towards the door to get out, but the door was locked. Why was the door locked? Like, is it like an automatic padlock once a huge bang go off or something? Why did it go off? And again, we know that Maurice, he was not up front. Let me just tell y'all this, right? Just forget everything that Pam, Maurice, and Raven told y'all what happened, because it didn't happen that way. The employees, it said something different, and the customers who was there that day, it said something totally different than what they're saying. Because again, the employees and the customers who was there is stating that it was shots that came from the inside first. The outside came literally like 2 minutes later, 3 minutes later is what they saying. Because that's when that white Benz pulled up. Now, when the shots rang up, when the shot went off in the inside, that's where Marcus Thornton was there to protect his brother. Now, because the guy was mostly going after Young Dolph, that's where Marcus Thornton did get hit. But he had time to get back at dude, you know what I'm saying, with the blicky, but not in time to, you know what I'm saying, save Young Dolph's life. But we are familiar with that it was a third assailant in the back room. You got some people saying it was a fourth, that the second guy who was in the back room, he ran off when he heard Marcus Thornton exchange, right, with the blicky. So, but then you got others saying it was just the one guy in the back room and the other two who hopped out the Benz 2 or 3 minutes later. But the people are familiar with that the shots did not come from the outside first. The shots came from the inside first, and it was exchanged, right? And this is the reason why you ain't hearing too much from Marcus, and you ain't gonna hear from me, and it's good, right? Let me just say the assailants inside the store in the back room was there to finish Young Dolph, because the brother exchanged heat. It didn't happen that way. So the guys who hopped out the white Benz was there to finish just in case it didn't go as planned. Y'all understand? Because y'all have to question, when the shots went off and the people tried to exit Makedas, why was the door locked? Right? Why was the door locked? And then you had Maurice saying in the interview that he didn't hear anything. He didn't know nothing happened till he went up front because an employee yelled out he was hit. And Maurice stated himself that he thought it was a customer who was banging on the door, who was banging on the window, who thought he had did it. But how can a guy be banging on the window did it when the glass is shattered? You know what I'm saying? So again, like I told y'all, don't believe nothing that Pam, Maurice, and Raven is stating at this moment, because a lot of information gonna come out once this trial date pop up, right? You know what I'm saying? So we have to understand that it's a lot of moving pieces. And I told y'all, this is a chess game with a master player fitting his position on the board, right? This master chess player is making sure, again, he's protected at every angle, right? At every angle you think there's an opening, there's something else going to pop up, right? I've been telling y'all from the beginning with this case, ever since they first brought Straight Drop in, and then they brought in Cornelius Smith, I said, hey, they're about to have at least 8 suspects attached to this. And those 8 suspects is going to cause confusion from the outside, right? The people from the outside are going to be like questioning as far as why all these people. I thought when you put a warrant out for Straight Drop and had a price tag $5,000 if you search, if you could find them, that this was the guy, because this is how you put it out there in the media, even with Cornelius Smith. But like I informed you guys, there's no real ballistics stating that those 2 guys did it. This is the reason why they pled not guilty, right? But again, this is still about protecting the main chess player, because we know those 2 guys, they ain't really got no dog in this fight like that, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, at the same time, going back, Marcus Thornton was the one who was there to protect his brother, like he stated he would, hitting one of the assailants, you know what I'm saying, at the time, right? But again, Marcus ain't been heard from ever since, and that's a good thing. The folks want to know if he'll show up at the trial date, right? Now we all question it and want to know if Marcus Thornton gonna show up at trial. I mean, to be honest with y'all, I don't think he will, and we understand why. He understand that he has a lot at risk here, you know what I'm saying, dealing with this whole situation. That's the reason why he's been a no-show, and that's good, because I'll be a no-show too, you know what I'm saying. And let's be real, because we think, a lot of people on the outside think it's like some regular street criminal guys who's doing this. Nah, man. When it's moving up that ladder and you really don't know and can't see who's behind this, it's just best to stay out the way, right? And that's the best thing that Marcus can do at this moment. We understand that. Rest in peace, Young Dolph. Condolences to the family. We understand that Young Dolph, he was able to generate a lot of money before his untimely demise. So with that being said, his brother Marcus got enough money to go vacation, and just because, again, man, if the people know he gonna go to that trial and tell the truth, that's something they don't want to happen, man. Because it's a lot, like I told y'all before, man, a lot of people who y'all think not attached to this, oh man, its names are gonna be heard. It's gonna come out, man. So yeah, man. But we know what it is. We know what it's worth. Let's get this merch. Subscribe to the PDH Network.